Welcome into the Rock Hill Sports and Events Center here in Rock Hill, South Carolina. It's the second edition of the Payne Boxing Series. Anthony Pagnotta on the call with you. This time, guys, I'm in person. I'm not trying to sit back at the office and call on a screen that shows me about a frame every 3 minutes, so it's going to be a much better broadcast. Along with me is my broadcasting partner for today. You guys have probably heard him a lot on Payne Boxing Live. It is Chiro Perez, who is the head trainer down at the Payne Boxing Camp. He's here tonight to give us a little bit of perspective in this fight, give us sort of the trainer's perspective as well. So, Chiro, first of all, man, how you been doing? I know everything is just crazy with COVID-19, once again starting to ramp back up, but how have you and your beautiful wife, Linda, been hanging around in there?
You know what? We're doing great. We're staying put, just not coming out just to work and back home. You know what I mean? So, everything's going pretty much the same other than just, we stay more relaxed at home, which is a good thing. You know what I mean? And the camp also, Payne Boxing Camp, is going great. You know what I mean? Normally our guys in Payne Boxing Camp don't go out anyway, so they used to just
business as usual for them.
Business as usual for us. We just go to the gym and back to the camp house, and that's what they do in a normally basis. So it hasn't been a big difference for us.
So, from a trainer's perspective, how tough is it for, guys to fight during this era? I mean, I know that, there's definitely some things when you're kind of separated in your own gym that you can still do as normal. But I'm assuming that you've seen it. There are some restrictions that these guys have. How have you seen that in the fights that your guys have fought in? Does it have any sort of effect on them?
Well, the big effect I've seen that before you have a lot more choice of sparring. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? You could go to any gym, anywhere, anytime, and look for the right sparring that you need for you guys. You know what I mean? Now, unfortunately for a lot of trainers that don't have a lot of fighters, it's very difficult for them, Right. Fortunately for us, I have a lot of fighters, and most of them around the same weight classes. So even though we're not going nowhere to spar, I have the own sparring, in our own gym,
Right.
So, but I think that's the most difficult thing for every trainer right now is finding sparring, You don't want your kid to get sick. You don't want to rest. And when you spar, you're gonna have a mask on while you spar. Right. You know what I mean? So that's where I seen the being a little different for a lot of trainers. Like I said, fortunately for us, we have a lot of guys in my gym. We all test. We all were positive. A couple months ago, we all get tested twice a week. They come to our gym and test twice a week. So so we all good in that perspective.
Well, it's a great night of fighting that we got here. Of course, the headliner is Alberto Palmetta. You got Lucas Leone and Mirko Suelo, three really talented Argentinian guys. I know that, you've been around all of these guys, can you just give me a little bit of perspective on all these guys? I know Alberto's the one you're most familiar with, but, from the other two guys, what have you seen from them, especially at a young age?
Well, for Mirko Cuello, when we first wanted to work with him, I know a lot of people in Argentina, so I had trained a lot of Argentina fighters, and I heard nothing but great things about him. Everybody was telling me this is a great kid, this is a great fighter. Mm-hmm. So I expect explosive performance by him. So before he even got to the United States, I heard a lot about him. And Lucas Leone is the same way. Lucas Leone is, he's a Payne boxer, but live in Puerto Rico. I'm from Puerto Rico. Mm-hmm. So when I call over there to find out about him, I heard nothing but great things about him. What a great fighter he is. He's tough. I think, especially for Lucas, he has a tough fight ahead of him tonight. Mm-hmm. So tonight we will see, there's levels in boxing. We're going to see tonight if he belongs to the next stage, next level.
Yeah, those two fights are fantastic. And then when you turn to Alberto, it's, a different challenge for Alberto. He really was, tested a little bit the last time against Trayshawn Wiggins, stood up to that test. Now, the difference here is that, he goes back to facing an orthodox fighter the first time he's done that in a couple of fights now. and his opponent changed the week of the fight. So, that is something that he has to adjust to. But I know you've seen it, and we've seen it in person here on these airwaves. This guy can adjust to just about anything, and he is a fantastic fighter in the welterweight division and is looking to prove his top 10 rankings.
Well, you know what, Palmera, I worked with him in the past, and I've been close to him. Palmera is one of the hardest workers, fighters I've seen. He can do it all. He can brawl, he can bust. He's intelligent in there. He can turn her up when it's time to turn it up. So, and actually, I only see more problem for his opponent, Saul Corral, taking a fight in a week notice more than him having a problem adjusting to a different fighter.
Right.
But in Saul Corral, benefit, he came in a pound under the weight class. So what that telling me from, if I'm a trainer, if I'm in Palmera's corner, I will not be relaxed thinking that the kid is not in shape.
Right.
For him to come a pound lighter in a weight class where he always fought, it means he was training.
Right.
Probably we're not training for this fight in particular, but he was training. That telling me that he's in tremendous shape coming into the fight. I interviewed him myself. I was the one that got that fight for him.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
wow.
yeah. The one that brought him from Mexico in the last minute to bring him. And the first thing that I asked him when I recruit him for this fight, are you training? Are you in shape? And he told me, I'm training. I'm supposed to do another fight in November. He's supposed to do another fight, and then took this fight. So I think this is going to be a very great fight. But I see Alberto Palmera showing his skills, showing his why he's in the 10 rankings in the world and why the world boxing better watch for Alberto Palmera, because I think he's coming.
Yeah, well, we've got a great night of fighting ahead of that. Those are the three main fights on the card. Of course, Alberto being the main event, Lucas Leone being the co-main event. And we'll start out Shenard Bunch, Christian Guido, Carly Hallman, Rebecca Laws, and Blake Mansfield and Aaron Casper. That is, as of right now, what is scheduled to be on these airwaves right here on the Payne Boxing Facebook page. After that, we'll move over. There is a link on our page. It is on the Payne Boxing Facebook page there to go to TYC Sports Play, and that's where things will pick up with Jonathan Pierre versus Salone Staley. Of course, you guys probably remember Jonathan Pierre from the last card. It's a familiar spot for him leading off TYC's coverage of the Payne Boxing Series. Of course, he did it last time against Aranim Aradoye. This time, Salone Staley will stand in his way. Kyle Harrell versus Teven Young. A lot of really good stuff to talk about with that fight. A lot of things that have changed last minute with that fight. You got Elijah Seawright making his debut against Roderick Gilkey, a guy who hasn't gotten a win yet, but has been a tough fighter so far in his career. A second female fight on the card, which I think is going to be extremely exciting, between Tika Hemingway and Miranda Barber. Tika Hemingway, a very, very prestigious amateur career. Miranda Barber, she got her start in the UFC, is moving over now to make her debut in boxing. And then, as we mentioned, it'll be Mirko Suelo versus Akihiro Nakamura, Lucas Fernandez Leone versus Fernando Diaz, and we'll finish out the night with Alberto Palmera and Saul Corral. So a lot of really exciting fights on this card. And again, you look at this weight division, and I think I've seen this, and I'd like your opinion on this, Chiro. We've seen it a lot on Christie's cards and really just throughout. The welterweight division is probably the most competitive division right now in boxing. There are just so many different guys in the division that on any night can show up and fight really well. Is that something that you've seen as well as a trainer and a guy that's been getting a lot of guys' fights throughout your time?
Oh, definitely. The welterweight division throughout boxing, even starting from Sugar Ray Robinson, have been a tremendous division. And now it's explosive, division. The good thing about it is, in a business perspective, is a lot of money in that division. The bad thing about it is too many good fighters in that division. Me as a trainer,
Right.
But for the public, it's a tremendous. That's a tough weight class, definitely the best weight class in the world right now, along with the junior middleweight. That weight class is tremendous. It's a tough class. In any given night, anyone could lose.
Right.
Or anyone could win. There's nothing so clear, in the welterweight division, they talk about Errol Spence and they talk about Crawford, but they haven't meet, and I'm not sure if they're going to meet. So there's no clear welterweight #1 in the world. Into everybody decides to meet each other. You know what I mean? Now we starting we defied her a lot of stuff about Bunch. He's a great fighter. You know what I mean? So we're expecting to have a great night of us.
Yeah, Bunch, he was also on the card down in Daytona Beach for the first edition, and he looked pretty good down there as well. And then Guido, did I see you talking to him? Do you know him?
Yes, I know him. He goes to the 50 gym in Miami Beach,
okay.
where I do go. He's a tough opponent. The only problem that I see on this fight that he's a natural smaller man. You know what I mean? He's not a 135 pounder, 145 pounder, and a Bunch is a tremendous explosive fighter. You know what I mean? So we might expect a tough fight for a couple rounds, but I see Bunch, his size and his strength, to take over after 3-4 rounds.
All right, so we get ready to bring the guys into the ring. Christian Guido has just stepped in, and now is the perfect time to remind you that tonight's coverage is presented by Stanek Sheet Metal and Roofing. Stanek Sheet Metal and Roofing has been one of the best in the industry along the East Coast for more than 45 years. Whether it's commercial roofing, stand and seaming, roofing, or fabrication, Stanek has you covered. If you have a roofing or sheet metal need, don't panic. Call Stanek. It's also presented by Bowl 77 for the best online sweepstakes experience. Bowl 77 is Charlotte is the place to go. Head to their location, 2301 Westinghouse Boulevard, Suite 4, to try your hand at over 15 online sweepstakes games and claim your stake of the prize. So, both guys in the ring now. Shenard Bunch with a
King Kong mask.
I guess that's what it was. I think he forgot that last weekend was Halloween. That's interesting. I don't think that's exactly what they meant by wearing your mask out, but...
You know what I mean? I guess he's going to unleash the King Kong.
Extremely talented young fighter. Guido is a veteran.
Sean Woods and Barry Lindenman.
Bruce Foster. Back again, you may remember him from
is the Hall of Famer. He's done over 60 world title fights. He's one of the best in the business. Give it up for Mr. Bill Clancy.
He introduces your head referee, Bill Clancy.
First, let me introduce you, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing the black trunks trimmed in white. Weighing in at 142 pounds, he's originally from Italy, now training and fighting out of Argentina, with a record of 8 wins against 13 losses. Please welcome Christian Ninja Guido!
We can see that we're
and fighting out of the red corner, wearing the black trunks, trimmed in gold. Weighing in at 142 pounds, he comes to us tonight from Brooklyn, New York.
With great fighters, and I think he
comes to us tonight from Brooklyn, New York, with a
he's faced 7 fighters with undefeated records, all of which have been losses. But he's come close a couple of times. And the other thing that Bunch has to be very careful with is the last time that Guido had a win, he faced Alicio Castaneda, who was 15-2-1, and that was last November, won a split decision. So he's taken on guys that have good records before, similar to Bunch. So Bunch has to be careful. This isn't an automatic win.
No, definitely not. Like I say, we're not gonna test the young fighter. You know what I mean? At least that's what my feeling in the first couple rounds. You know what I mean? I do see a Bunch size and strength to take over after 2-3 rounds.
6-round fight to begin the night at 145 pounds. Shenard Bunch in the black with brown trim. Christian Guido in the black trunks with white trim. Shenard Bunch 9-1-0 with 8 KOs in his career. Last fight was a 2nd-round TKO win over Mike Maldonado on Payne Boxing Series 1.
Yeah, and we already start to see Bunch applying the pressure, trying to put his size on Guido, and from the start you already see the difference in size and strength.
Yeah, Got him a couple of times up high, and that second time ended up dropping him. Gotta love that.
We got ourselves a 10 round already. We got a knockdown. We don't got a hold for dear life. We got second knockdown of the fight in the first round.
That time to the body with the right hook. That right hand. It's just such a great weapon for him. We saw that in the last fight, and
we have a lot of time. The difference is we have a lot of time in the round. I was about to mention there's still a long time in the round, and we're not sure. And as I was saying, he went down again for a body pop. Tremendous performance by Bunch. He did what he's supposed to do with his size, and his strength. You know what I mean? And he got the win. Very impressive.
Yeah, Bunch. I mean, this is something that he's not foreign to. Last time against Maldonado, Maldonado made it out of the first round, but he got knocked down twice. You can see he's a guy that starts very fast. It'll be interesting as his career goes along once he gets into some of those longer fights. How he sort of develops from there. Because I feel like a lot of his fights have been over early, but off to a fantastic start to his career. And this is always it's never bad to dispense of someone very quick.
No, definitely not. Like I said, that's a good confident boost for him. He actually showing his skills and his power. I think he's 10-0 now, I believe.
Yeah, or 10-1, 10-1 with 9 KOs in his career. And one thing that was interesting, and I did want to mention this earlier, this is the third fight in those last 4 fights against longtime veterans, guys that have done this plenty of times before. 3 of the last 4 fights have come against fighters that are 37 years of age or older. So yeah, just a fantastic
ladies and gentlemen, 1 minute 25 seconds in the first round. Your winner by knockout,
in the first round. I think Anthony, it's time with 2 impressive wins like that, I think it's time to test him a little bit. I think his team should get him a harder fight now, where he can get some rounds in. You know what I mean? Maybe even tough veteran that doesn't go down, so he can test the waters in a longer round. You know what I mean? I think it's time, for him to step up in class, because he actually looked impressive. Yes. Now he got to show those same skills with a better opposition.
Yeah, and I think that's something that should be on the horizon for him, and I think that he definitely has the talent to be able to handle himself in a bigger fight. I want to remind you that tonight's presentation of the Payne Boxing Series 2 in coordination with Christy Martin Promotions is presented by Carolina Diamond Designers. Since 1992, Carolina Diamond Designers has been turning dreams into reality as one of the online leaders in unique and custom jewelry. Head to their website, www.carolinadiamonddesigns.com, or visit their store, 9640 South Tryon Street, Suite H in Charlotte, to check out their collections, including custom grills and accessories, which are here just in time for the holidays. Also presented by Milano's Pizza and Pasta. South Charlotte is home to the best pizza and authentic Italian cuisine in the area, and that is Milano's Pizza and Pasta, located on Westinghouse Boulevard and South Tryon Street. Milano's has great daily lunch and carry-out specials that you won't want to miss. Give them a call, 704-588-5858, or visit them at their location, 9640 South Tryon Street, Suite K, to get your pizza fix. All right, so Carly Hallman, Rebecca Laws.
Okay, we got ourselves a female fight. I love female fights, I tell you.
And I'm going to tell you, this one, Hallman comes in as the veteran, now only 1 fight. But the last time that we saw a female fight on a Christy Martin card, we saw the favorite get beat. And I think this one, just from looking at both of these girls and seeing their fighting styles, I think we could have another one here. Now, Laws is, making her debut. There's going to be some butterflies there, but I think that there's a lot to be excited about with this fight.
I told the fans, don't go nowhere. Watch this fight, because this woman come to fight. They're not precocious. They don't take their time. They go right there and they go right at it. You want to see a exciting fight, you will see a woman fight. And you will see a exciting fight from the moment they start into the moment they end. And I think we have a good fight ahead of us right now.
We are excited for this one. Carly Hallman, who gets ready to enter the ring now, 1-0-0 in her career, 1 KO. That last fight was a TKO win over Jessica Roberson, but that was over a year ago, so it's been a while since she's been in the ring. She is an orthodox fighter, age 20, and resides in South Carolina, right around the block here. She is the number 13 super middleweight in her division, the number 7 super middleweight in the United States. And then there is Rebecca Laws making her debut, orthodox fighter. And
I love Carly Hallman, a choice of music to come in. I love that.
There you go. That gets you pumped up. Do you suggest to your guys different types of music that they should use to come in that gets you pumped up as well as a trainer?
You know what? No, I don't. I let them choose what they feel comfortable. You know what I mean? Of course, I always want them, make sure you don't put a song that have bad words or anything like that, But I let them choose their music. And all my father always talk to me about it. Listen, I want to come in with this. I check it, I prove it, and let's go.
You hear the applause for Rebecca Laws. She's from Lancaster, South Carolina, excuse me. So she has a pretty good representing here as well. So both girls from in-state, a lot of support coming into this fight.
Yeah, they seem like both have a lot of fans coming in to support them. Wow, a lot of people supporting Carly. So this should be a tremendous fight. If I was you guys, I wouldn't want to miss this.
Yeah, no, these fights
gonna go at it.
have usually always produced, as you mentioned, and the much more aggressive mindset, and that's with the 2-minute rounds normally. I know there is the 3-minute rounds in one of these fights. I don't remember exactly which one it is. But.
Whoa! Well, we got ourselves knocked down in the first round. Carly Hallman getting a knock down to Rebecca Laws in the first round. She seemed to be okay, Rebecca, so she got up pretty good from that knockdown. Oh, wow, what a punch. This is over. And I hope Rebecca is good, because she's definitely not looking good. She's out completely.
A big right hand.
Big punch.
My goodness. That was extremely quick. Happened right in front of us, actually, right here. Just a huge hit with that right hand.
Yeah, very impressive. Very impressive win for Rebecca. For Carly Hallman.
Man, and so two very, very quick fights to start the night as Laws slowly walking over to her corner. I didn't even get to tell people what they were wearing. Carly Hallman, in case you didn't know, in the all-white trunks. Rebecca Laws was in the black trunks with the white trim. But yeah, that was another extremely quick one right there. Just a fantastic job by Carly Hallman coming out and making a statement very quickly.
Yeah, she packed a punch. For sure, she landed the straight right hand clean in the shin of Rebecca Laws. She landed twice, and it was over after the first round. So far we got two fights ending the first round.
So now, Lake Mansfield, Aaron Casper on deck. We'll just wait for the official decision here, or the official announcement from Bruce Foster, I should say. Looks like, luckily, Rebecca Laws appears to be okay as they get her gloves off in her corner. reminder, coverage of the main card coming up, expected to start sometime around 7 o'clock. Also, great time to remind you that Cure CBD and Vapes is the official CBD and vapor supplier of the Payne Boxing Series and the best place in the local area to get all of your CBD and vape needs. Head to the website, curevapes.com, or one of their locations, either the one in Rock Hill or the one in the Arboretum located just off of Providence Road today. And while you're there, check out the Tranquil CBD line of products. Looks like Bruce Foster is going to make the official announcement here.
Well, the good thing that Rebecca Love is okay. She's fine. You know, maybe heartbroken for the loss, but other than that, she's fine physically. You know, she's perfect. She's walking, so we're all good.
28 seconds into the first round, your winner by knockout and still undefeated, Carly
All right, and so the official announcement for Carly Holman. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be back right after this here on the Payne Boxing Network.
Tonight is Dr. John Lucas. He's in here earning his $20,000 already.
Bowl 77 is an online casino equipped with all the games you love. We have a variety of stand-up games, but most importantly, we have customer favorites such as the fish tables and stampede machines. Also, don't be shy to show up hungry. We'll feed you on the house, and if you need a smoke break, we have a smoke room provided as well. Bowl 77 is the only 24-hour online casino in Charlotte, meaning there's for nearly 30 years, Carolina Diamond Designs has been creating and designing some of the best jewelry in the Charlotte area. Family owned and operated since 1992, Carolina Diamond Designs is one of the leading online diamond jewelers for unique and custom jewelry. Head to their website, carolinadiamonddesigns.com, or visit their store at 9640 South Tryon Street, Suite H in Charlotte to check out their collections, including custom grills and custom jewelry, which are perfect gifts to make your holiday special. Carolina Diamond Design, turning dreams into reality. If you're looking for the best pizza in Charlotte and the most authentic Italian cuisine, Milano's Pizza and Pasta is the place to go. Established in 2012, Milano's is family-owned and operated and just minutes from I-485 and I-77. With daily lunch and carry-out deals, as well as catering specials for big events, Milano's meets your family needs. Give them a call at 704-588-5858 or visit them in person at 9640 South Tryon Street, Suite K, and make sure to give them a like and follow on their Facebook and Instagram pages. Pure CBD and Vapes is an official sponsor of the second edition of the Payne Boxing Series and the best place to satisfy.
I've been to 56 straight home games.
I've tailgated 61 times.
I've been to 31 practices. I've collected 17 autographs.
I've had 27 beers spilled on me. Make that 28.
I've got one sports book.
I've got one sports book. I've got one sports book.
BetUS.com.
Sign up at BetUS.com and get the best bonuses in the industry.
Inside of the Rock Hill Sports and Events Center in Rock Hill, South Carolina. Payne Boxing 2 in association with Christy Martin Promotions. Third fight of the night. It's going to be Blake Mansfield and Aaron Casper. Aaron Casper going to enter first. Aaron Casper, the opponent, 5-4-0 in his career, 4 KOs. His last fight, a fourth-round KO loss to Diego Paccio. And he is an Orthodox fighter, age 31, from Baltimore, Maryland. Meanwhile, Blake Mansfield, 7-2-1, 4 KOs in his career. 6th-round unanimous decision victory over Billy Cunningham in his last fight. He is an Orthodox fighter and is born and raised in Burlington, North Carolina. His nickname is the KO King. So we get the stage set. This is the heaviest fight of the night, 175 pounds between the two guys. So It'll be a light heavyweight division fight. So what do you expect in this one, Cheer? We know that, we talked about the women fighters really leaving everything on the table. It seems like when you get into the heavier divisions, those are the guys that like to throw the bigger punches amongst the men.
Yeah, correct. And also they have to be a little more careful. They pack big punches in this weight class.
That's right.
So they have to be a little more care. They cannot be careless. They cannot go in there and just throw any punches anyway. They have to be careful to and always watch the opponent. But this is big guys, 175 pounds. The big punches. So I think we're going to have a great fight ahead of us in this one.
I'm going to say this is the first fight that we see get out of the first round tonight. I think this one will probably go a little bit longer. It's scheduled for 6 rounds. A little more information on the guys. Blake Mansfield, 4 of his 10 fights have been against a fighter with a winning record. He is 2-2-1 in those fights. This will be his first fight since February of 2019. So it's definitely been a little bit of a layoff here. We'll see if that'll play any sort of factor here in this one. As for Aaron Casper, 4 of his 5 wins have come via KO, so he definitely has a chance to catch you with some of his power, but he is 1-2 against fighters with a winning record, which is what he will face in Blake Mansfield. So the guy's record's not great against opponents with winning records, and we'll see how that matches up in this one. Bruce Foster ready to introduce the man in the red corner, Blake Mansfield. Not quite the cheer that we heard for Carly Holman, but a pretty good supporting cast here for Blake Mansfield.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, he has some fans, that came with him to support him. You know what I mean? And they both look in good shape. You know what I mean? So I think this is going to be a good fight.
Blake Mansfield, Aaron Casper, live from Rock Hill, South Carolina, here on the Payne Boxing Network. Underway, round 1 of 6 that is scheduled.
We see already Aaron taking the lead with his jab, trying to use his size over Blake. This is going to be a good fight. Seems like Aaron is a very smart fighter. He's keeping his distance. He's keeping his jab. Great jab, by the way, by Aaron Casper.
Casper now definitely the more aggressive, and you could see already in this fight coming out of the gate strong. Both guys looking for that first round knockout. Got Casper in the gold trunks with the black trim. Sort of reverse that to an extent for Blake Mansfield. He's got the black trunks and the, I guess you'd call that gold trim.
Yeah.
Maybe a mustard yellow type. Saw Mansfield get in there for a second. He's, Casper definitely has been the more aggressive one out of the gate, but Mansfield has definitely been effective with the punches that he has landed.
Oh, definitely. Blake looking for that power shot. He's trying to get inside that jab, you know what I mean, to line the power. You could tell he has a lot of power in his hands. You know what I mean? Every time he throws, you see the pop in his power. You know what I mean? Give credit to Aaron Casper. He using an awesome, excellent jab to try to keep Blake at bay. And so far he's working. You know, he's keeping him, keeping a distance. You know what I mean? But it will be a matter of time when Blake Mansfield start applying the pressure and try to get it close. You know.
Yeah, he's using the jab effectively, but you're hoping that that's to set up something bigger down the line here. Step in there for just a second.
We got Aaron keep looking for the jab, keep looking for the distance. Blake trying to find his way in. Moving his head, moving a little bit, trying to figure out how to overcome Aaron Casper jab.
And it's kind of an interesting strategy by Mansfield because he's been the guy on the ropes here a little bit early on. but has been the guy that's been more effective when he's thrown the punches.
Correct. He just trying to figure out Gasper jab. Gasper using the distance very well. You know, I mean, he's keeping the jab right on his face and stepping back after he jab. You know, I mean, that's great round. Very close round. I just saw Aaron Gasper, you know, having the best of the round slightly by using his jab and his distance. He's actually jabbing and stepping back before Manfield is able to step in to land the punches. Very much strategy by him and his corner.
Yeah, no, they have come out pretty aggressive, and yeah, that jab has really worked wonders for him. Mansfield, though, with some of the power punches that he's been able to land, has had a nice effect with those. So I agree, very evenly matched round. You heard the applause after the first round. I don't think that was for the end of the first. I think that might have been for we actually get to see another round of fighting in one of these fights on the card today.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, at least we're going to the second round now.
Here's what we paid. Here's what we paid our money for. So yeah, round number 2 about to get underway. Again, 6 rounds here in the light heavyweight division between these talented 2 fighters. Again, both guys came into the night with winning records. And so both very nice boxing careers.
I think Blake Manfield, to be successful in this fight, he needs to find his way in. You know what I mean? He needs to jab his way in. He cannot just come in because Gasper have a great jab, great distance. You know what I mean? He needs to move his head coming in and stay inside and let his punch. You can tell he's a heavy hitter. You know, so I think he would be more effective if you stay inside in the distance, inside the distance.
You can see it now just a little bit. Aaron Casper starting to set up some stuff off of that jab. And that is something that's bothered Mansfield here early on. Really anything from that left hand, whether it's been the straight jab or the slight hook that he can throw in there with it, he's been very effective with.
Well, also, Manfield needs to come in a different angle. He's coming straight in front of Gasper, and Gasper, all he had to do just keep his front hand out there with the jab. I think he needs to move his head, you know, coming in angles to be able to get inside and like his power shot. You need to change the attack a little bit. Different approach to the offense.
And Casper really doing a good job also of what's given to him. That was one of the first times we've seen him go to the body there, but Mansfield gave it up to try to protect against that jab that's been so effective, and he takes it there. I mean, I gotta like what you're seeing, especially mindset-wise from Casper early on.
Yeah, definitely. But now I do see Manfield closing the distance. You know what I mean? I think it will favor his fight a little more once he starts to get closer. Seems like he's starting to get used to a little bit of Gasper jab. You know what I mean? And once he closes the distance, I think that would be best for him. And of course, long distance would be better for Gasper. He's a longer fighter with a great long jab.
Referee will let him go here as they're tied up. Now they break off a little bit. And again, yeah, that's where Mansfield. Yeah, good job there by Casper to sneak that in. And again, you can see it, that right hand starting to get going a little bit. We were saying that in that first round. We're hoping that's something can get set up. Now, good flurry here by Mansfield at the end of the round. And looks like he cut him, actually. Looks like he got him right below that right eye of Aaron Casper. Looks like there's just a little bit of blood. So a very effective finish to that round for Mansfield in a round where I thought that Casper sort of controlled it again and probably had the win. Mansfield at the end able to sneak in there with a nice flurry. Who did you have winning that round there?
Yeah, Shiro? You know what? It was a very close round. I do give it to Gasper. I think he controlled the most of the round other than the last 20 seconds. He landed clean uppercut. You know what I mean? So once again, this round could go either way. They're very close, very competitive rounds. You know, my edge, I've given him to Gasper so far.
Yes, but an extremely close fight. And again, Mansfield's a guy that really thrives on his power. So is Casper, though, interestingly enough. As we mentioned, 4 of his 5 wins have been by way of knockout. But he has fought a really smart fight here so far. As round number 3 about to get underway.
There we go. I think we got Manfield coming with a different set of mind now. I think he's coming more aggressive, trying to cut the distance. And I think that will work better for him in this fight.
And I think that definitely has something to do with how effective he was at the end of that second round there. I mean, you cut your opponent because of how aggressive you were, and so far he's been the guy that's been dictating the pace. You want to try to sort of change that. And I know from a trainer's perspective, Chiro, how do you sort of get a guy that maybe isn't dictating the pace the way he would like? What are you telling him in that corner in between rounds to try to get him to change that?
What you have to give him a technical point. You cannot just tell him, hey, cut the distance. No, and sometimes he cannot figure out. Sometimes you have to be out there watching for him and tell him exactly what he needs to do to be more effective. Not just tell him be more effective, tell him how to do it. You know what I mean? In my case, what I would still tell Manfield to be is stay in the packet, but coming in with the jab and in angles. You cannot come in a straight line. And now we have a great fight in Austin. Now they're two going right at it. Now there's no distance. They're fighting a middle range, and they both landing some big punches. This is a very, very good fight here.
Yeah, and I think that's what Mansfield wants. He feels like he has the advantage in that area. Now things settle down just a little bit. But, yeah, you're always going to have those moments, especially when you get these guys with the heavier weight that have more power, where you're going to see back and forth like that. As Mansfield tries to fight off the ropes.
Yeah, he should walk to the side. Walk sideways. Manfield should walk to the side. As Gasper was leaning on him, and let Gasper fall in and come back with a counter. You know what I mean? When somebody falling on you and you on the rope, you just walk sideways, let him fall into the rope, and then you turn around and counter him back. He would not able to do it, but that's what he needed to do. And I'll be honest with you, Manfield look in a little bit trouble here.
Yeah, Casper now got him up in top left corner of your screen.
Yeah, Manfield staying in the rope a little bit too much, you know what I mean, and actually paying the price for it. He looked a little gassed too. I think those body punches from Gasper had taken the toll on him, you know what I mean, and now Gasper sensed that, and now Gasper being more aggressive. He sensed that he had Manfield like in a little bit of a trouble.
10 seconds left in the round. But a fantastic showing from Casper. Now Mansfield trying to fight his way out of that corner again. And that'll be the end of the round. Mansfield clearly not thrilled with his performance in that round as he shakes his head over in the corner. But yeah, that one definitely dictated by Casper. Mansfield, I think, thought, I'm going to try to fight the way I want to fight, which is a little more aggressive, a little closer to him. And Casper responded and really fought well even in that situation.
Yeah, he did. He adapted well to the pressure of Manfield. You know what I mean? Manfield made a little bit, a couple mistakes by staying on the rope. That gave the advantage to Gasper to be able to land a couple of those body shots. And the uppercut is on point also, What I'm seeing here coming to round 4, I see Gasper with better win. I see Manfield breathing a little deeper. And he still got, we're coming to round number 4. He still got 3 more rounds to go. Yeah. So he better get that second win or he's going to find himself in trouble.
Corners clear out, round number 4.
See, that's one of the things from big puncher. You can tell Manfield's a big puncher. You know what I mean? They think that every time you hit somebody, he's going to fall. And now that doesn't happen every time. Now Manfield coming more aggressive, sensing that he probably behind the scorecard a little bit. So now he's trying to apply the pressure and trying to turn the fight in his favor.
Yeah, and you could see he was doing exactly what you said there when he was up on the rope, stepping to his side and using that uppercut, and it worked very, very well that time. But now Casper's got him back in the corner.
Correct. Not a good spot for Manfield to be.
Yeah, he's been doing that just a little bit too often tonight, and he's found his way to to fight himself out of it a couple of times. It's never
great body shots.
Yeah, Casper really starting, we've seen that early on. First 2 rounds was really more focused on that jab. Now starting to work the body a little bit and wear him down.
Yeah, he actually sensed the Manfield getting a little tired. Especially with those body shots that he lands. So now he's being more offensive minded. Now he's applying a little bit more the pressure and making Manfield go to the rope and work off the rope. Nice, but great body shot by Gasper.
Again, Mansfield just continuing to get himself on the ropes and into those corners. As he's there once again, trying to fight his way out of it. Now they'll locked up. So tell Casper not to use his forearm over in the corner.
And Gasper sends the Manfield is getting tired, and he keep going to the body. Great instruction by his corner. I can hear him saying, keep working the body, keep working the body. That's exactly what I would tell him, and he's doing exactly what his corner telling him. And Manfield need to do something big soon to turn this fight around, because he's definitely slipping out of his hands now.
Got him in that right or left hand, right hand. Trying to picture the screen in my head as you guys would see it at home. That close right hand corner. As you can probably see in the background as well, the main event headliners have arrived.
But you see, the good thing about this fight, Gasper, I feel, is getting the best of him. Manfield's a huge puncher. You can never discount a huge puncher. And now Gasper fighting at close distance, so anything can change at any second. In that weight class, all it takes is one clean one. Manfield definitely had the punch to do so. So that's why this fight is still interesting. Because once again, Manfield's a big puncher, and at any given moment, he can turn the fight around to his favor.
So do you give that round again to Casper?
Yes. I think he's dictating the pace. He's making Manfield go to the rope. He landed the better shot. He's dictating the pace of the fight. I definitely giving this round also to Gasper.
And so that means that, in your mind, Blake Mansfield will have to win this one by way of knockout. So, if you're in the corner and you're in a fight that you're losing here, as you start to get down the stretch, how does that mindset change? Because, it's one thing for you to say in the corner as a trainer, okay, you need to get a knockout here. But it's, when you got a guy that's tired and everything like that, how do you try to work that around, your fighter being tired but also having to do that to get a win?
Well, one thing I would have done in the corner is trying to bring his heart rate down first. Cooling down so he can get the second win. Sometimes you have to be a little bit cheerleader and tell him, listen, just get that second win. Do you want to win? You want to lose? We got to go for broke. Mm-hmm. Tired or not. This is professional boxing. When you get that L, it sticks with you. So on fight day, you don't want to come tomorrow and say, man, I should have tried this, I should have tried that. No, you got to try it now. If I'm in Manfield corner, I'm trying to pour a lot of water on top of him, get him to bring his heart rate down, and tell him, my friend, we got to go for broke. Because there's no tomorrow, it's right now.
And again, Mansfield back up against those ropes. Which has been a constant spot for him.
I think Manfield trying to get the second win. I don't think he's doing what he's supposed to be doing. If he's down in the scorecard, it's a close fight. Like I said, the scorecard could be either way. I do feel Gasper is up, but you never know.
It's now Casper turned around on the ropes. We've seen this a couple of times from Mansfield as both guys wrap up, threw a couple of body shots in there. But that's more of what you've got to see from Mansfield. Whoa, yeah.
Beautiful uppercut. As I was saying earlier, he got to come in angles like he did. You know, he bent his way to the right and threw the right uppercut. That's exactly what he got. Oh, he's hurt. Oh, he's hurt. He's hurt. And the fight is over, my friend.
Wow.
Gasper landed a perfect right hand on top of the shin. And it's over, my friend. Now when Mansfield was starting to come along, Gasper landed a big right hand.
Yeah, that was just a great response. And Mansfield is not pleased at all.
No, yeah, he definitely upset. You know what I mean? You as a fighter never want to lose. You know what I mean? But it was a great stoppage by the referee. I mean, he was out. You know, he was out. You know, and 1-2 more punches too early is better than 1-2 more punches too late. It was a good stoppage by the referee and a great, awesome performance by Gasper, who controlled the distance in the first couple rounds, controlled the jab. When he saw the Mansfield was starting to get a little tired, then he applied the pressure. You know what I mean? Went to the body to getting a little more tired. Great performance by Gasper.
Yeah, that was just a great series of punches there at the end. Great combos from him. Blake Mansfield currently down in the ring, but he really just more emotional than anything. Now, good news is he seems to be okay after taking a couple of really good punches, and that really hurts for Mansfield because you feel like, you know, he had shown something there right before that, landed a big uppercut. So in his mind, he's probably thinking, I've got a shot here, I've got a little bit of momentum, and then everything in just the snap of a finger changed on him. Gasper came in and found a way to finish him off.
Yeah, actually a great sportsmanship by both. You know, Mansfield heartbroken, you know, he's crying because he's heartbroken, and they both, you know, giving each other a hug, a good fight, you know, that's okay, you know. And sometimes it's not unite. He had to come back, fix those little mistakes, and get to fight another day. He's just heartbroken, you know, no fighter want to lose, you know what I mean? But it was a Gasper night tonight.
Blake Mansfield, 7-3-1 in his career, so one that hurts, but definitely is not going to define his career. And then for Aaron Gasper, 6th win of his career.
1 minute 37 seconds of round number 5. Your winner by TKO, Aaron Gasper.
For Gasper, that's his 5th by way of knockout in his career. All but one of his wins have come by way of knockout. So, well, that was a great one, Cheer. That was one that we were definitely.
That was a great fight and a great performance technically by Gasper. He knew when he needed to put pressure. He knew when he didn't need to put pressure. You know what I mean? When you face a puncher like Mansfield, you know what I mean? You want to let him wear out a little bit before you start putting a little pressure because he's too dangerous. You know, so he did what he's supposed to do. He you know, he first started to get Mansfield tired, controlling the distance with the jab, and then when he realized that it was time to put pressure, he did. Great performance by him.
And so, great time to remind you, this presentation of the Payne Boxing Series 2 here on the Payne Boxing Network is presented by BetUS, the official sportsbook of the Payne Boxing Series. BetUS is the official sportsbook of the Payne Boxing Series and the only place that you can bet on the fights you will see later tonight. Head to betus.com.pa to bet on tonight's main card fights as well as plenty of other different events throughout the sports world. BetUS is America's favorite sports book. And also presented by Visit York County. For an adventurous, affordable, and authentically Southern experience, York County is the place to go. Just outside of Charlotte, North Carolina, York County is the northernmost county in the Old English District region of South Carolina and is an undiscovered destination that offers big city amenities in a warm and friendly environment known for its hospitality and outdoor adventure. Head to visityourcounty.com to start planning your trip today. And lastly, it is presented by McGuire's Law Firm. Founded in 1998, McGuire Woods Law Firm, I should say. Founded in 1998, McGuire Woods Consulting LLC is a full-service public affairs firm offering federal, state, and local government relations, infrastructure and economic development, strategic communications, and grassroots mobilization services. To contact them about their services, call 919-755-6600 or visit them in person at 501 Fayetteville Street in Raleigh, North Carolina. McGuire Woods Law Firm. They will help you deal with the government efficiently. So we will send it to commercial here. We'll be back shortly after this. Make sure you guys turn around and come on back with us. For nearly 30 years, Carolina Diamond Designs has been creating and designing some of the best jewelry in the Charlotte area. Family owned and operated since 1992, Carolina Diamond Designs is one of the leading online diamond jewelers for unique and custom jewelry. Head to their website, carolinadiamonddesigns.com, or visit their store at 9640 South Tryon Street, Suite H in Charlotte to check out their collections, including custom grills and custom jewelry, which are perfect gifts to make your holiday special. Carolina Diamond Design, turning dreams into reality. If you're looking for the best pizza in Charlotte and the most authentic Italian cuisine, Milano's Pizza and Pasta is the place to go. Established in 2012, Milano's is family owned and operated and just minutes from I-485 and I-77. With daily lunch and carry-out deals, as well as catering specials for big events, Milano's meets your family needs. Give them a call at 704-588-5858 or visit them in person at 9640 South Tryon Street, Suite K, and make sure to give them a like and follow on their Facebook and Instagram pages. Want to have fun while making fast, easy cash? Now you can at Bowl 77. Bowl 77 is an online casino equipped with all the games you love. We have a variety of stand-up games, but most importantly, we have customer favorites such as the fish tables and stampede machines. Also, don't be shy to show up hungry. We'll feed you on the house, and if you need a smoke break, we have a smoke room provided as well. Bowl 77 is the only 24-hour online casino in Charlotte, meaning there's always time for you to make money. We're located at the corner of Westinghouse Boulevard and South Tryon Street, just minutes from I-77. So what are you waiting for, Charlotte? Get over to Bowl 77 and earn your money today.
I've been to 56 straight home games.
I've tailgated 61 times.
I've been to 31 practices. I've collected 17 autographs.
I've had 27 beer spilt on me. Make that 28.
I've got one sports book.
I've got one sports book. I've got one sports book.
BetUS.com.
Sign up at BetUS.com and get the best bonuses in the industry.
I've had 27 beer spilt on me. Make that 28.
I've only got one place to go before the game.
BetUS.com.
Sign up at BetUS.com and get the best bonuses in the industry.
If you're looking for the best pizza in Charlotte and the most authentic Italian cuisine, Milano's Pizza and Pasta is the place to go. Established in 2012, Milano's is family owned and operated and just minutes from I-485 and I-77. With daily lunch and carry-out deals, as well as catering specials for big events, Milano's meets your family needs. Give them a call at 704-588-5858 or visit them in person at 9640 South Tryon Street, Suite K, and make sure to give them a like and follow on their Facebook and Instagram pages. For nearly 30 years, Carolina Diamond Designs has been creating and designing some of the best jewelry in the Charlotte area. Family owned and operated since 1992, Carolina Diamond Designs is one of the leading online diamond jewelers for unique and custom jewelry. Head to their website, carolinadiamonddesigns.com, or visit their store at 9640 South Tryon Street, Suite H in Charlotte to check out their collections, including custom grills and custom jewelry, which are perfect gifts to make your holiday special. Carolina Diamond Design, turning dreams into reality. Want to have fun while making fast, easy cash? Now you can at Bowl 77. Bowl 77 is an online casino equipped with all the games you love. We have a variety of stand-up games, but most importantly, we have customer favorites such as the fish tables and stampede machines. Also, don't be shy to show up hungry. We'll feed you on the house, and if you need a smoke break, we have a smoke room provided as well. Bowl 77 is the only 24-hour online casino in Charlotte, meaning there's always time for you to make money. We're located at the corner of Westinghouse Boulevard and South Tryon Street, just minutes from I-77. So what are you waiting for, Charlotte? Get over to Bowl 77 and earn your money today. All right, welcome you back inside of the Rock Hill Sports and Events Center here in Rock Hill, South Carolina. Great night of fighting already underway, and you're in the Payne Boxing Series 2 in partnership with Christy Martin Promotions. I want to tell you really quickly, shout out some of our sponsors, Stanek Sheet Metal and Roofing. Stanek Sheet Metal and Roofing has been one of the best in the industry along the East Coast for more than 45 years. Whether it's commercial roofing, standing, seam roofing, or fabrication, Stanek has you covered. If you have a roofing or sheet metal need, don't panic. Call Stanek. Also, Bowl 77 for the best online sweepstakes experience. Bowl 77 in Charlotte is your place to go. Head to their location, 2301 Westinghouse Boulevard, Suite 4, to try your hand at over 15 different online sweepstakes games and claim your stake of the prize. Carolina Diamond Designers. Since 1992, Carolina Diamond Designs has been turning dreams into a reality as one of the online leaders in unique and custom jewelry. Head to their website, www.carolinadiamonddesigns.com, or visit their store, 9640 South Tryon Street, Suite H in Charlotte, to check out their collections, including custom grills and accessories. And Milano's Pizza and Pasta. South Charlotte is home to the best pizza and authentic Italian cuisine in the area, and that is Milano's Pizza and Pasta, located just down the road from Rock Hill off of Westinghouse and South Tryon Street. Milano's has great daily lunch and carry-out specials that you won't want to miss. Give them a call, 704-588-5858, or visit them at their location at 9640 South Tryon Street, Suite K, to solve your pizza fix. And so that ends the undercard portion of tonight's event. And so, Chiro, really quick, just wanted to kind of recap the three fights that we did see early on. Of course, it started the night, Chenard Bunch, Christian, Danilo, Guido. And look, Guido's a guy that's had some really tough fights in his career before. Bunch came out, disposed of him in the first round very quickly. And I know you were very impressed with what you saw from Chenard Bunch.
Hello? Yes, I did. He looked great. He did what he's supposed to do, impose his size, his strength on Guido. You know what I mean? He played the punches well, didn't waste any punches. You know what I mean? He didn't went in there like, crazy throwing punches all over the place. No, he was smart, played the punches where he's supposed to, and got himself a first round KO. Very impressive performance by Chenard Bunch. And I'm looking forward to see him in the future, especially in the Payne Boxing Series again.
Yeah, I would love to see him definitely take a step up with his competition the next time around. Another person that could be looking at a step up in their competition is Carly Hallman. Another fantastic fight from her. She gets the first round KO against Rebecca Laws. And boy, that was a huge right hand that we saw in that one, Chiro, to end that fight early.
Yes, definitely. Carly Hallman packed a punch. The punch actually was landing right in front of our eyes here, and it was solid. It was perfectly thrown. The punch landing the right spot. So I'm definitely looking forward to see her again fighting. I want to see that type of punch again. Great performance by Hallman. And once again, we would like to see more of her.
Definitely. Rebecca Laws did walk back to the locker room with a little bit of help. If we do get any update on her, we will, of course, let you guys know about that. And then we just closed out our coverage of the undercard here with Blake Mansfield and Aaron Casper. And, man, what a fantastic matchup this was between these two guys, Chiro. Aaron Casper ends up getting the 5th-round KO. It was probably something we should have seen coming with just how much he sort of wore him down throughout the night. But for Blake Mansfield, you could see definitely an emotional loss for him in a fight that featured two really good light heavyweight contenders.
Yeah, it was a very good fight. I believe a little minor set too. If you're not mistaken, I think Mansfield was the favor.
Yes.
Coming in, you know what I mean. As Gasper is 5 wins, 4 losses, but he do pack a punch. He got 4 knockouts out of those 5 wins, and he played that fight extremely smart. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean. He used his jab, his distance, tried to wear out a little bit Mansfield before he decided to apply a little more pressure. Very smart by him and his corner. Goose tragedy, when you face a puncher, that's exactly what you do. You wear him out first before you take any rest. He wore him out and then took the rest, and he played out on his favor. A mano set and a great performance by Gasper. I'm looking forward to see him again.
Yeah, definitely a great performance by him. For Mansfield, it'll be interesting to see how he can bounce back as well. Definitely a fight that he felt in his mind that he should have been able to win. One piece of good news, I just saw Rebecca Laws. She did walk out of here on her own, under her own power as well. So that's good to see because, that was definitely a big-time knockout there. So that'll wrap it up for our coverage of the undercard. Of course, guys, TYC Sports is going to have the coverage. It'll still be us. We'll be over there for the English broadcast, but we got the link on our page. We're going to put it up there yet again for you guys so you guys can make sure that you tune in to that coverage. But before we go, we want to give a shout out to some of our other sponsors one last time before we get out of here. And we'll start. McGuire Woods Law Firm, founded in 1998. McGuire Woods Consulting LLC is a full-service public affairs firm offering federal, state, and local government relations, infrastructure and economic development, strategic communications, and grassroots mobilization services. To contact them about their full list of services, call 919-755-6600 or visit them in person at 501 Fayetteville Street in Raleigh, North Carolina. McGuire Woods Law Firm. They help you with the government efficiently. And also, visit York County for an adventurous, affordable, and authentically Southern experience. York County is the place to go. Just outside of Charlotte, York County is the northernmost county in the Old English District in the region of South Carolina and is an undiscovered destination that offers big city amenities in a warm and friendly environment known for its hospitality and outdoor adventure. Head to visityorkcounty.com to start planning your trip today. Cure CBD and Vapes, which is the official vapor and CBD product of the Payne Boxing Series. Head to their website, curevapes.com, or their location in Rock Hill or the Arboretum today. And while you're there, check out the Tranquil CBD line of products. And lastly, betus.com.pa. Make sure you go there tonight. Bet on the fights that you will see later on in tonight's main card. You can still do that right now. BetUS is the official sportsbook of the Payne Boxing Series and the only place that you can place those fights. BetUS, it's America's favorite sportsbook. So that wraps up our coverage here. Again, make sure you head over to TYC Sports Play later on for the coverage of the main card, which is a fantastic card featuring Alberto Palmetta and Sal Corral as the headliner. For now, me and Chiro Perez, we say so long from Rock Hill Sports and Event Center, and we'll be back around 7 o'clock for coverage of the main card. Authentic Italian cuisine, Milano's Pizza and Pasta is the place to go. Established in 2012, Milano's is family owned and operated and just minutes from I-485 and I-77. With daily lunch and carry-out deals, as well as catering specials for big events, Milano's meets your family needs. Give them a call at 704-588-5858 or visit them in person at 9640 South Tryon Street, Suite K, and make sure to give them a like and follow on their Facebook and Instagram pages. For nearly 30 years, Carolina Diamond Designs has been creating and designing some of the best jewelry in the Charlotte area. Family owned and operated since 1992, Carolina Diamond Designs is one of the leading online diamond jewelers for unique and custom jewelry. Head to their website, carolinadiamonddesigns.com, or visit their store at 9640 South Tryon Street, Suite H in Charlotte to check out their collections, including custom grills and custom jewelry, which are perfect gifts to make your holiday special. Carolina Diamond Design, turning dreams into reality. Years. Want to have fun while making fast, easy cash? Now you can at Bowl 77. Bowl 77 is an online casino equipped with all the games you love. We have a variety of stand-up games, but most importantly, we have customer favorites such as the fish tables and stampede machines. Also, don't be shy to show up hungry. We'll feed you on the house, and if you need a smoke break, we have a smoke room provided as well. Bowl 77 is the only 24-hour online casino in Charlotte, meaning there's always time for you to make money. We're located at the corner of Westinghouse Boulevard and South Tryon Street, just minutes from I-77. So what are you waiting for, Charlotte? Get over to Bowl 77 and earn your money today.
I've been to 56 straight home games.
I've tailgated 61 times.
I've been to 31 practices. I've collected 17 autographs.
I've had 27 beers spilt on me. Make that 28.
I've got one sports book.
I've got one sports book. I've got one sports book.
BetUS.com.
Sign up at BetUS.com and get the best bonuses in the industry.
If you're looking for the best pizza in Charlotte and the most authentic Italian cuisine, Milano's Pizza and Pasta is the place to go. Established in 2012, Milano's is family owned and operated and just minutes from I-485 and I-77. With daily lunch and carry-out deals, as well as catering specials for big events, Milano's meets your family needs. Give them a call at 704-588-5858 or visit them in person at 9640 South Tryon Street, Suite K, and make sure to give them a like and follow on their Facebook and Instagram pages. Pure CBD and Vapes is an official sponsor of the second edition of the Payne Boxing Series and the best place to satisfy all of your CBD and vape needs. Head over to their website, curevapes.com today to check out all of their products, including the Tranquil CBD oil, which is made for the recovery of athletes, including Payne Boxing Series headliner Alberto Palomino. Go online or head to the Rock Hill or Providence Road location now to join the CBD wave. Warning, some products may contain nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical. For nearly 30 years, Carolina Diamond Designs has been creating and designing some of the best jewelry in the Charlotte area. Family owned and operated since 1992, Carolina Diamond Designs is one of the leading online diamond jewelers for unique and custom jewelry. Head to their website, carolinadiamonddesigns.com, or visit their store at 9640 South Tryon Street, Suite H in Charlotte to check out their collections, including custom grills and custom jewelry, which are perfect gifts to make your holiday special. Carolina Diamond Design, turning dreams into reality. Want to have fun while making fast, easy cash? Now you can at Bowl 77. Bowl 77 is an online casino equipped with all the games you love. We have a variety of stand-up games, but most importantly, we have customer favorites such as the fish tables and stampede machines. Also, don't be shy to show up hungry. We'll feed you on the house, and if you need a smoke break, we have a smoke room provided as well. Bowl 77 is the only 24-hour online casino in Charlotte, meaning there's always time for you to make money. We're located at the corner of Westinghouse Boulevard and South Tryon Street, just minutes from I-77. So what are you waiting for, Charlotte? Get over to Bowl 77 and earn your money today.